Hi, welcome to the fifth and final part of the course Effective Team Management. I'm Dr. Ayla Esen. Now let's move on to our outline for our final part of the course. We will talk about the characteristics of effective teams, and then we will move on to the topic of team roles, and we will discuss why team roles matter. And we will then discuss or have a look at the team roles defined by Meredith Belbin in his classification of 9 different roles in a team. Now, knowing that there are some mistakes or pitfalls that we should avoid in a team from the fourth part of this course, we should actually have a deeper understanding of the common characteristics of effective teams. So the first and most important point is that the purpose of the team should be clearly communicated to all team members. As you know, what makes a team is a common goal, common purpose, and all team members have to clearly understand that the purpose is known and communicated and understood in the same way. And communication in the team has to be open and honest to avoid any misunderstandings. And leadership is very critical. There should be effective leadership, either shared by one or more members or assigned by an authority like the company management, but there should be effective leadership to make the team effective. And the team's performance has to be systematically reviewed to avoid any problems which might emerge during teamwork, so that if you review the performance routinely, systematically, then you may have the chance to correct these problems, these misunderstandings, or any pitfalls that the team might be facing. The structure of the team is important. In this part, we will talk about different team roles. So what kind of roles there are in a team, and what kind of division of labor should be applied to these different roles is very important. You should make sure that you have a team with complementary skills and roles. So this brings us to the importance of, again, having a diverse set of skills and roles in a team. If you have all team members with leadership skills, then there's going to be no implementer. Who's going to implement the decisions? Who's going to generate new ideas? So you have to have different roles in a team to make sure that the team results with synergy. So synergy exists, so the team performs in a way that is greater than the sum of its parts. You know, synergy means 2 plus 2 doesn't equal to 4 but 5. So individual efforts coming together actually bring out a performance which is more than the sum of these individual efforts. So therefore, you have to make sure that complementary roles and skills actually lead to synergy in a team. So this brings us to different team roles actually. Why should we have different team roles in a team? Because as I said, diversity of roles is important for creating synergy. So each person in the team has to have different team skills. If you have team members with only a certain specific skill, then you will not be able to create synergy. You have to have diverse skills in your team. And it's also important to identify these skills to allocate the work most effectively within a team. So you should be aware of the strengths and weaknesses of each team member in your team. And as team members also, if you're a member of a team, you also should be aware of your role in the team. What kind of a person are you? Are you good at leading teams? Are you good at implementing what the leader tells you to? Are you good at encouraging and facilitating the team members, motivating them? So everybody has a different role. You should know what your strengths in a team and what your weaknesses in a team are, so that you can do better in teams. So let's have a look at these different team roles then. Now we have a list of 9 different team roles here. This categorization is actually made by Meredith Balbin, and he is also the owner of the Balbin company, which is in charge of actually doing this Balbin team role researches and inventory studies. So you can learn about which role you have in a team, actually filling out a list of questions that Balbin provides, and then you learn your role in the team. However, what Balbin does is that they also have your immediate supervisors and your co-workers or your peers to fill out the form as well for you. So how your manager sees you and how your team members, your peer members, your colleagues also see you in a team might differ. So for instance, while my manager thinks that I'm a good implementer because I'm telling or I'm doing whatever the task has been given to me, I'm performing well in completing my tasks. However, my colleagues may think that I'm a good idea generator, I'm a creative person, and I come up with good ideas in solving problems when I'm in a team. So perceptions may differ in with regard to what kind of role you have in a team. So let's take a look at these different roles. So you can see in the slide a link where you can reach more information on these different team roles. So you can visit Balbin's webpage, or Meredith Balbin also has a book on these team roles. You can also, if you're interested, read this book. These 9 team roles are actually categorized in 3 main groups, as you can see from the diagram here. 3 roles are action roles, and 3 roles are social roles, and 3 of these roles are most related to thinking, so most related to ideas. So let's go over these roles one by one. In each role, we will talk about the general characteristic of this role and the strengths and weaknesses. Resource investigators in a team, they have an inquisitive nature, so they like investigating for knowledge, for resources, and they bring them back to the team. Okay, so they are outgoing, enthusiastic, they like exploring opportunities, they like developing contacts, and whenever they find an opportunity, whenever they find a resource to solve the team's problem, they bring it into the team. But they might be over-optimistic. Team workers, by definition, are good team members. They are like a gel, combining or bringing together the team members, so they are good facilitators. They motivate teamwork in a team. They are cooperative, and they are diplomatic, so they are they know how to build consensus in a group. Coordinators are needed in a team to focus on the team's objectives. So they are good delegators. That's why we need them in a team. Plant is the creative person, They are idea generators. They are highly creative, imaginative, and they bring in new ideas. They like to think freely. Monitor evaluator brings in the logical eye. So they are the logical persons in the group, in the team. They are strategic, and they see all options, and they are good judges of different situations. Specialist is the expert in the team. So they bring in-depth knowledge on a certain area, on a key area that the team needs. So they are different than resource investigators, that resource investigators look for network opportunities or different opportunities, and they bring it into the team, but specialists bring in expert knowledge into the team. Shaper shapes the team, actually. They make sure that the team keeps moving and they do not lose focus, and the team doesn't lose momentum if you have a good shaper in the team. Implementer is, again, by definition, they are needed to carry out the efficiency in the team. So they make sure that the tasks are implemented efficiently. And completer finisher is the one that polishes the team's results. So they are good at polishing. That's why they are mostly utilized, or they should be utilized at the end of the tasks, so that they can just check for quality of the outcomes of the team, and they polish the results, the reports, for instance, and they are good at finding out errors in the outcome, so they correct these errors. So these are the 9 roles in a team, and this is the end of the course, Effective Team Management. I would like to thank you all for participating. Goodbye.